So today we all are here for induction program for MA in French language for July 2024 batch. And before starting the program, I will just play our Kulgeet, which is a summary of the our IGNU. So in respect of our Kulgeet, I request all of you to please stand. नहीं आ रहा? Okay. Sorry for the technical glitch. I will just restart now. Uh, अब आ रहा है?
Dr. Johan, maybe we could begin the meeting if this is like creating the additional audio is creating an issue. We could begin the meeting early.
We'll begin the meeting. There is some technical error in playing the Kulgeet, ma'am.
Yes, please, we can begin the meeting.
Yeah, ma'am. To initiate the meeting, I request my Senior Regional Director, ma'am, Dr. Manorma Singh, to please initiate the meeting and to welcome the today's resource person, Dr. Manorma Singh, ma'am.
थैंक यू सो मच रीता जी। सबको मेरा नमस्कार। और आज हम लोगों ने एक इंडक्शन रखा है जुलाई 24 बैच के मास्टर ऑफ आर्ट्स इन फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज प्रोग्राम के लर्नर्स का। और आज हमारे रिसोर्स पर्सन है इस इवेंट की प्रोफेसर दीपान्वती श्रीवास्तव, डायरेक्टर स्कूल ऑफ फॉरेन लैंग्वेजेस इग्नू। नमस्कार मैम।
नमस्कार।
सबसे पहले आपका इस कार्यक्रम में हार्दिक स्वागत, वंदन, अभिनंदन रीजनल सेंटर 2 की तरफ से, दिल्ली 2 की तरफ से, और जितने भी हमारे लर्नर्स यहाँ पे जुड़े हुए हैं सभी का इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे, वर्चुअल प्लेटफॉर्म पे बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। और मैडम के बारे में हम बताना चाहेंगे कि मैडम जो है फैकल्टी ऑफ फ्रेंच है, फैकल्टी इन फ्रेंच इग्नू में है, स्कूल ऑफ फॉरेन लैंग्वेजेस में। शी इज डायरेक्टर ऑफ द स्कूल। और मैडम एलुमना है सेंटर ऑफ फ्रेंच एंड फ्रैंकोफोन स्टडीज जवाहरलाल नेहरू यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ न्यू दिल्ली। मैडम ने बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स डेवलप किए हैं, मूक्स डेवलप किए हैं, स्वयं प्रभा के लिए बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम डेवलप किए हैं, और बहुत सारे रिसर्च पेपर्स मैडम के पब्लिश्ड हैं, और बहुत सारी बुक्स पब्लिश्ड हैं। और मैडम ने देश विदेश में की भी बहुत यात्रा करी है, बहुत सारे सेमिनार्स, वेबिनार्स ऑर्गेनाइज किए हैं और एज अ रिसोर्स पर्सन मैडम ने वहाँ पार्टिसिपेट किया है। बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स को मैडम ने गाइड किया है और आज हम लोग बहुत ही अपने आप को किस्मत वाले मानते हैं कि हमारे साथ मैडम जुड़ी हुई हैं और इस प्रोग्राम के बारे में कैसे ये प्रोग्राम करना है हमारे लर्नर्स को, क्योंकि मैडम ये बिल्कुल नया प्रोग्राम है तो बच्चों को ये पता होना चाहिए कि कैसे क्या करना है और कब करना है। तो मैडम आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है और थोड़ा सा हम अपने लर्नर्स को इग्नू के बारे में ब्रीफ करके मैडम आपको हम ये प्लेटफॉर्म हैंड ओवर कर देंगे। जितने भी हमारे लर्नर्स जुड़े हुए हैं यहाँ पे उनको ये बताना चाहते हैं कि जो हमारा इग्नू है, इंदिरा गांधी नेशनल ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी, 1985 में एक्ट ऑफ पार्लियामेंट के द्वारा स्टैब्लिश हुआ था। अगर एक्ट ऑफ पार्लियामेंट के द्वारा कोई भी यूनिवर्सिटी स्टैब्लिश होती है, इट मीन्स दैट इट इज अ सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी। तो आप सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी से पढ़ रहे हैं, ये सबसे पहला पॉइंट है जो आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। और जब यूनिवर्सिटी हमारी शुरू हुई थी तो उसके पीछे कुछ बैकग्राउंड था, कुछ उसके ऑब्जेक्टिव्स थे। तो मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव था कि हायर एजुकेशन को कैसे डेमोक्रेटाइज किया जाए और कैसे इसको जन जन तक पहुंचाया जाए और उन लोगों तक पहुंचाया जाए जहाँ पे शिक्षा की आवश्यकता है। और हमारा नेशनल जुरिसडिक्शन है, इंटरनेशनल प्रेजेंस है, फ्लेक्सिबल हमारे एडमिशन रूल्स हैं और मेन फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है कि एक हर प्रोग्राम का मिनिमम ड्यूरेशन है और मैक्सिमम ड्यूरेशन है और कॉस्ट इफेक्टिव हमारा प्रोग्राम है। बहुत कम लागत में हम लोग मास्टर्स डिग्री देते हैं अपने बच्चों को। और जो हमारा इम्पोर्टेंट अचीवमेंट है जो अभी प्रावधान किया गया था उसमें आपने देखा था कि आपके विश्वविद्यालय को नैक के द्वारा A++ ग्रेड मिला है। ये हम लोगों के लिए बहुत गौरव की बात है। और दूसरी बात है कि अगर हम लोग NIRF रैंकिंग की बात करते हैं तो ओपन एंड डिस्टेंस लर्निंग मोड में जितने भी विश्वविद्यालय हमारे देश में हैं उसमें आपके विश्वविद्यालय को फर्स्ट रैंक मिला है। तो आप सभी बहुत बधाई के पात्र हैं कि आपने ऐसे विश्वविद्यालय में एडमिशन किया है। और बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो हम अपने लर्नर से बात करना चाहेंगे, लेकिन वो मैडम के प्रेजेंटेशन के बाद। तो हमारे मुख्यालय में स्कूल्स हैं, डिविजन्स हैं, तो उसी में से स्कूल ऑफ फॉरेन लैंग्वेजेस हैं जो मास्टर्स ऑफ आर्ट्स फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज प्रोग्राम को जिसने लॉन्च किया है बहुत ही इफेक्टिवली। और रीजनल सेंटर 2 आपका इसके लिए नोडल सेंटर है और ये प्रोग्राम अभी मैडम आपको बताएंगे कैसे इसमें क्रेडिट सिस्टम है। टोटल 72 क्रेडिट्स का ये प्रोग्राम है। और अगर हम जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी की बात करें कि आप मास्टर ऑफ आर्ट्स इन फ्रेंच करने के बाद आपको कहाँ कहाँ जॉब मिल सकता है, तो नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी भी कहती है कि मल्टीलिंगुअल अप्रोच कहती है। तो आपके लिए जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज बहुत हैं। सबसे पहले तो टीचिंग फ्रेंच, किसी भी यूनिवर्सिटी में कोई डिपार्टमेंट है तो आपको जॉब आराम से मिल जाएगा। और ट्रांसलेशन और इंटरप्रिटेशन का भी काम आप कर सकते हो कि हॉस्पिटैलिटी एंड टूरिज्म सेक्टर में भी आप जॉब कर सकते हो, इंटरनेशनल बिजनेस आप कर सकते हो, एम्बेसी में आपका जॉब लग सकता है और ऐसी हर जगह आप जॉब कर सकते हो जहाँ पे फ्रेंच इज एसेंशियल। तो जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज बहुत हैं। अगर हम लोग थोड़ा सा देखें तो मोर देन 300 मिलियन पॉपुलेशन जो है वर्ल्ड की हमारी वो फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज में बातचीत करती है। और अगर देखा जाए तो 6th मोस्ट स्पोकन लैंग्वेजेस है हमारी फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज। या फिर हमने अभी गूगल से इंफॉर्मेशन देखी थी, आपको भी मिल जाएगी। 6th मोस्ट स्पोकन लैंग्वेज है हमारी ये जो फ्रेंच लैंग्वेज है। और 27 या 29 कंट्रीज की ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेजेस भी है। और आप सबसे एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि इग्नू की वेबसाइट www.ignu.ac.in इग्नू की वेबसाइट में स्टूडेंट सर्विस में आप जरूर जाइएगा, वहां से आपको सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगी। इस छोटी सी जानकारी के बाद हम अपनी मैडम पार्वती श्रीवास्तव जी का हार्दिक स्वागत करते हैं इस प्रोग्राम में और रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं कि अपना आशीर्वचन हमारे लर्नर्स को दें और इस प्रोग्राम के बारे में जो भी लर्नर्स के लिए जो इंफॉर्मेशन है उसको हमारे लर्नर्स तक पहुंचाने का कष्ट करें। थैंक यू सो मच। ओवर टू यू मैडम।
Good afternoon, dear learners. This is indeed after a very long wait. We are here. And first of all, I must begin my talk today by thanking the entire team of Regional Center 2, Delhi Regional Center 2, Dr. Manorma Singh, Senior Regional Director, Dr. Rita Chauhan. She's quite the backbone of the program. A special thanks to her and the rest of the team at RC2. Also, all our members at the Regional Services Division at the IGNO headquarters. A very warm note of thanks from my end and from the School of Foreign Languages, which I'm heading at the moment. Am I visible and audible?
Yes,
Yes?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We
Yes,
would
ma'am.
answer.
Yes, ma'am.
I must excuse right at the outset because I'm accessing through my mobile. My computer, for some reason, has decided to be very difficult today, and I cannot get the audio there. So I had to join you all on mobile. So I wished and I hope that it goes smoothly. Any queries? There will be a lot of queries, I know. We shall go on to the second level of today's meet with your questions. But before that, allow me to present my program, our program, the MA French, which you all have joined and have been impatiently waiting for the last 4 or 5 months. I'm glad we could, begin this now. There's been slight constraint at the headquarters, the website updation and some little constraints, but I'm glad we have begun. And so a very warm note of welcome to all of you. Un accueil très chaleureux à toutes et à tous. Uh, I would do a mix of French and English presentation for all of
Okay, ma'am.
you. Oui.
Okay, ma'am.
I
Tamam, ma'am.
already see around
Yeah.
70, 75 participants. And before I begin, I must ask you all, you should be checking your emails from today onwards very regularly. I guess you all must have received your WhatsApp connection note also today. So after this meeting today, I request all of you to please go and register yourself to the WhatsApp link that has been sent on your emails. So that is a direct one-to-one connection with me and SOFL. So, well, this is slightly. Yes. You all must be wondering, this about this new system. And whenever I have my induction program, that is my first face-to-face meeting with all my students, why there is so much of administrative information given to you. Why could you not straight away begin with me? So let me tell you something special, a very unique feature of Indira Gandhi National Open University. First of all, you must be aware, I don't know if you are, IGNO is the largest open university of the world.
Okay.
And it is the only national open university in India. It's a central university, as ma'am told you, established by an Act of Parliament, 1985. And all the programs, they are absolutely equivalent to the other conventional universities. Just like, most of you would have known the other central universities, you have FLU, you have JNU, you have Jamia. So IGNO is also the same status, central university, and all your degrees are equally recognized by the government of India and the authorities. So please be clear about that right at the start. Now, as ma'am was telling you, this is a comparatively new program compared to the other subjects in our university. We have 21 schools of studies, sciences, pure sciences, management, humanities. And ours is a uniquely special school, the School of Foreign Languages, from now on that I'd be referring to as SOFL, where we have various other foreign languages apart from French. We have Arabic, we have Russian, we have Spanish, Korean, Japanese, German. We have 9 languages in all. And of course, I'm happy to say that French has been doing very well, and a huge response for MA French as well. You all happen to be the fourth batch that started. Uh, in January 23 was the first batch, and you may be aware that we have 2 cycles of admission every year. So you are the fourth batch. And now, January, I should be starting admissions for the fifth batch. So there has been a lot of excitement around this. And this is the only MA program in India which is being offered in the open and distance learning mode. I guess most of you have already done French because that was the minimum qualification. You all had to do a B2, or somebody must have done a graduation in French, or, so you are not new to the domain of French studies. It's just that now we have students who are working and who also desire to do an advanced degree in French studies. And that is where we step in. Something very beautiful about the foreign languages studies is most of our students, they get very good jobs right after their undergraduate programs. A lot of you might be working as teachers and MNCs and in other, tourism agencies, hospitality industry. So most of you get a very good high-paying job after your undergraduate. But we noted that there was this innate desire with most of you, why can't we also do an advanced studies degree? Why stop after undergraduate? So that is where we decided to bring in this program in the open and distance learning model, whereby most of our learners could continue their job. They didn't need to resign, and they could also do a full-fledged MA French. That is why this is a uh, very happy start to a new phase in French studies in India, and I'm glad I'm a part of it. IGNU has was our authorities really, cooperated in letting us launch. I am not very sure if anyone else from, your group has had any idea of what distance learning means, and if you have ever been a part of another distance learning program in any other subject. Maybe one or two of you have. But for most of you, this is the first time that you're stepping into this world of open and distance learning. And why I feel extremely privileged addressing you all is other universities, I have seen students who study to get a job, and here 90% of my students are well employed and they come back to restart their studies. That's a very happy way of, getting you back into the academic world. I have my students who continue their studies way into late night. I keep getting messages because they've just come back and they have finished their office work and they're getting back to studies. So, we have a whole little family. You'll soon discover how often we interact, WhatsApp groups, emails, the study materials, and different ways where I connect. I mean, today is just the beginning where I address myself, where I kind of let you into our system. There's lots to discover in the days to come. But I want you to understand one thing very clearly. There's a lot of self-work involved here. We have very little of spoon feeding. I'm not going to tell you to depend on teachers and to look at further classes to let you know of what is going to happen. We'll guide you along the way, but a lot of learning has to be self-learning. You have to be absolutely prepared for that. Number one. Number two, please make it a habit to check your emails and the university homepage every day, religiously, because whenever there is a larger notification, issued from the administration regarding your, various administrative processes, your registration, admission, this, that. They are all reflected very timely on the homepage. And for the first few months, maybe, you feel kind of helpless, or you turn to me, you write to me, or what's happening. But make it a habit to please follow the IGNOU homepage and get most of your information regarding every aspect of your journey at IGNOU, I'd say. And for the more pointed academic part, I'm there 24/7 on WhatsApp. We are connected. So any kind of query, any doubts, you're absolutely free to talk to me on WhatsApp. You would have gotten the links today. By evening, I think we should have, started our little WhatsApp family of the July 2024 batch. So that does for a bit of initiation into our system. Uh, Now, let me tell you, all of you, I guess, with your identity cards given, you would have noticed that you have a particular regional center IGNU allotted to you. Some of you may be regional center Delhi, somebody might be Nagpur, somebody might be Chandigarh. I mean, we have 69 regional centers, if I'm not mistaken, across the country. So there again, it's a very special feature of IGNU that we have a pan-India presence. IGNU is all across the country, which is a very unique feature compared to any other university. But the headquarters are in Delhi, and the academic schools are in Delhi, where I'm there. So as a start, my very warm invitation to all our students spread out across the country, whenever you visit Delhi, most welcome to come to the headquarters, the huge IGNU campus. And, you can come and see what your university is actually like. Come to SWFL and meet me. So, well, that does for a little note of welcome that I had, the common bit. I come down now to the MA French program. The website updation is going on, which is why perhaps some of you would not have been able to access, certain bits. But I hope to be able to clarify it today. This MA program is what we call a modular program. This modular thing is a product of the NEP 2020, a very modern aspect to any MA French program in the country. Most of the master's program in French in other universities are of 2 years. For us, the minimum period is 2 years, but the maximum is 4 years. It is this notion of flexibility that we offer, which is why it is suited to the constraints and the need of at times enhancing or curtailing the length of the entire program. So the minimum period within which you can finish your MA degree is 2 years. It can't be less than 2 years. But the maximum period is 4 years. And 4 years from the date of your admission. So, for example, you are July 24 batch. You will calculate 4 years from July 24. Till then, your admission is valid. Okay? I guess most of you would have submitted your fees for the first year, and the second year would be happening next year. So you have split your fee paying into 2 halves. The first part you have paid. The second part, of course, will go on in the second year. The study system is an annual system. So you will have your first exams in June 25. The second year exam would be in June 26. But you can keep, it's flexible, so it can go on for longer, for 4 years total, from the time you took your admission.
Ma'am, could you please repeat? I'm so sorry to interrupt, but your voice was breaking. I was not able to hear the exam dates. Can you please repeat, s'il vous plaît? Merci.
Exams for the first year will be for your batch, especially. I mean, it will be for the first time in June 25. The second year exams would be in June 26. Now, this is the ideal time when you finish the thing in 2 years. However, there is a possibility of breaking up how you suit yourself and write your exams. For example, you have 6 courses in the first year. Suppose the first exam, like June 25, you don't feel prepared enough for all the courses, you do only 3 courses. You write your exams only for the 3 courses. The next round of exams are again held in December. So again, you can write the remaining 3 in December. So that is the flexibility offered to you here. But in all, the whole MA program cannot go beyond 4 years. Please remember that. 4 years is the maximum duration. In between, you have to kind of, manage your own convenience and how much you're prepared for. There is no rush because 90% of our students are employed. So at times, one is not able to do all the courses together. But there are people who manage to do everything together and they finish well in 2 years. I have noted that also. So that will slowly, we'll discuss later. Just to give you a brief idea. Now for the teaching learning part, we have at IGNOU what we call contact classes. These are weekend contact sessions, online sessions, which are conducted every Saturday, Sunday. These are 2 hours, approximately 145 hours or 2 hours for the various courses for which you will be sent material. You do a one-to-one class with your teacher, whoever the teacher be. You are told in advance which chapters would be taken up, which units would be taken up. You do a prior reading at home and you come to the class and there's a lot of discussion. There's a lot of exchange, sharing, debating with your teacher or even among yourselves. So that is the way we kind of get together, even while being in the distance mode. You get together every weekend and we complete the courses. You're also sent videos, educational videos from time to time, relevant to your courses, the chapters that are being conducted. So all this will be there as a matter of support, academic support from the university. But I repeat, most of it is going to be self-learning. Now, I don't know if any of you has already received the hard copies. Have you? You haven't.
No, ma'am.
Yes.
Not
Yeah,
yet,
we
ma'am.
have.
Not yet.
Some of us have. Some of us have.
Fine, fine. You
Yes,
will be
ma'am.
getting it in a week or so. In a week or so, by post, you will get the hard copies of all the courses in first year. But in the meanwhile, today evening itself, I'm going to send the soft copy, the final soft copy of all your courses to you so that you have access to the content.
Okay, ma'am.
Also, please understand that the hard copy is not dispatched from the School of Foreign Languages. We have different divisions for everything. Evaluation is different, printing is different, registration is different. So although I understand for most queries you will be rushing to me, but honestly, with the hard copy, posting is not SOFL's part. So what is with me? Because it's our team which has prepared the material. I have the soft copy of the material. Immediately today evening, you're going to get that. I request you all to please go through it And you will understand immediately why it was such a huge insistence on having a B2 level. Please don't be under the impression that it's going to be any easy. I'm not discouraging you, but you will
Yes,
find
sir.
the levels are pretty polished. So you need to be really good with your French. The program is totally developed in French. All your exams will be in French. But during the lectures on the weekend, we adopt a frequently English French style if somebody is feeling a little constrained. It's not, a hard and fast rule. There's always some accommodating of the learner's needs. So it's English French, but it's largely French. The first year has 6 courses. First is on culture et civilisation française et francophone. The second one is didactique, introduction à la didactique. Then you have introduction to linguistics. You have introduction à la traductologie, that's translation studies. You have the beginning bit of research methodology. And there's another one I'm forgetting. Well, whatever, I'll send you all the 6 courses. To put it in short, in the first year, you have 5 courses and 1 project, a mémoire. It's like a short project. Okay. So that project, I will come to it later in your classes, during classes. The first 5 courses, they are handling different aspects of French studies. I'll send you all. Read it up. The first class begins this Saturday, that is the 14th of December. The timing is going to be, I believe, from 4 to 6 in the afternoon. This I'm telling you right now. Saturday is going to be 4 to 6, and I think even Sunday is 4 to 6. I request you all to please study, read up the first block of this course that I'll be sending you. We'll be beginning with, Civilisation française et francophone. I'll tell you in your WhatsApp in detail what exactly you're supposed to read. When you read it up in advance, you'll find that the class sessions with your teacher will be more or less, une période de discussion, une période d'échange, de partage. And you'll see that it's not like the traditional lectures and the teacher telling you and you're sitting quiet. No, il y a beaucoup de discussions, on parle beaucoup, on fait des débats. So it's a very lively moment when everybody gets together with the teacher amongst yourself. So you're going to love that. So the first course on 14 that I'm going to start with you is Civilisation française et francophone. Of course, I'll be sending you all the material after this meeting. I request you all to please read and come, because often what happens, the students feel that, they just need to come and sit before the camera. And then it doesn't work like that, because then the crisis begins towards the end. They haven't attended the classes. They don't know what's happening. So I'm warning you right in advance. It's a lot of self-learning and self-effort. With a teacher there to guide you, we are there always, 24/7. I mean, I don't think you'd get another teacher who would respond to you at midnight also. I get queries and I do kind of get together with my students. But, the effort has to be from your end. The earlier 3 batches have been very happy, and they actually admitted that contrary to what they had believed, it's not so easy. So please pitch in your best, and this is like a master's program, the first master's program in India, and I'm really excited offering this to our students through the open and distance learning mode, which we call ODL mode in IGNOU. The study materials that you will be sent In short, they are called SLMs, the self-learning materials. You see, the study material itself has an element of self-effort, self-learning. You read it up and then you come to class and you discuss. So we expect our students to be responsible learners and they know what they're doing, they know why they're doing. So don't ignore the contact sessions on the weekend. They are recorded and the recordings are shared the very next day with you. So you have, the entire thing with you in your repository for future reference. If you want to kind of look up the earlier lectures, you can always. So that recording will be passed on to you after the weekends. But that, my dears, that does not entitle you to be absent for the classes, because live interaction is something which is not going to be there when you watch the videos. And I really want you to be there, interact with your teachers, and imbibe as much as you can, because reading is your thing, but interaction has to happen when the others are around. You can ask your doubts, your clarifications. So that's how it goes, right? uh, Yes, I mean, this is all I had to say from my end about your MA French program. Oh, yes, another thing I forgot. What about the evaluation bit? There are two parts to evaluation. One is the continuous evaluation, the other is the term end exam, which we call the TEE. You have assignments which you are supposed to submit once. The assignments are uploaded in time. I'll tell you where to look for them on the website. And you're supposed to complete those assignments and either upload them on the link provided, or sometimes, you're required to send them by post also. You send it to your respective regional centers. For example, if you're sitting in Chennai, you send it to the regional center Chennai. If you're sitting in Nagpur, you send it to regional center Nagpur. So that's how you send your things. On some of the regional center websites, they give you links. At other places, you can even go in person and submit. If they're not allowing submission in person, you send it by post. But one standing advice I give to all my students: always keep a soft copy of your projects and assignments with you. Because in case, we somehow misplace, or it can't be found, or something happens, you don't have to redo your work. You should have a soft copy saved for your own reference for future. And of course, the term end exams, which you have, the first one you'll have in June 25, the second time you'll have, for the second year, it'll be June 26. But in between, you'll keep having your exams every 6 months. So that's a bit of, it'll take time to register that bit. But I'm just telling you that every 6 months, you have the opportunity to write those papers which you couldn't attempt in the last cycle. But your system is an annual system, please understand. It's the first year and the second year. The third thing, as per the NEP, the program has double exit advantage. There are some people who, for some constraints, for some reason, they cannot continue beyond the first year. Now, once you've finished your first year, you've cleared all the papers of your first year, the university, if you so wish, can issue you a degree of postgraduate diploma in French. That you get only after first year. And once you've completed the second year, then you get a full-fledged MA French degree. So you have an advantage of kind of splitting the thing into two parts. Whoever can do the first year and you want to leave after that, you leave, you take the postgraduate diploma degree, and within the period of 4 years, you can come back and restart straight away into your second year. That's also a possibility. Okay. And last but not the least, let me tell you, sometimes you would be needed to go physically to your regional centers. I've seen a lot of students, imagining everything can be solved online, everything happens on email. No, that's not the case. Sometimes you need to get up and physically visit your regional centers because we're very particular about, submission dates and all at IGNOU. Once that date goes, you've kind of missed the bus. So be very careful with that. And if required, don't hesitate to go to the regional center for some query, some doubt. Remember that, had you been in a conventional system, you would have to go and do a regular attendance. Here you're doing your work, you're with your family, and you're also doing an advanced degree in French. So please understand that. That might be often the case. So this I'm telling you right at the beginning, and I am so very eager to start the classes from this weekend onwards. Well, that does with my bit of presentation. If Rita ji, if you want to say something regarding the regional center's role, you can please.
Yes, ma'am. I just want to add something, and with your permission, can I, ma'am, just show them the IGNOU website where they can find the site, where they can see the study.
Kindly shut your mics, the rest of you, please. Yes. Rita ji, yes, please. What you wanted to show them something. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, ma'am. I just want to show you all the IGNOU website. I just want to inform all the students that IGNOU Regional Center Delhi 2 is a nodal regional center for conducting the counseling session only. So please keep in this mind that we will be conducting your online counseling session, and we will be sharing all the recordings also after the session. But as the ma'am said, that live interaction, nothing can beat the live interaction. So that is a very key point. All of you, I know, some person has written that he's working on weekend also. So try to, because it's an online session, you can take a break from your work and you can attend the class also. I mean, counseling session. In IGNOU we use a term counseling session, not the class, because it is said that you have to read your study material, and then you can come for interaction with the resource person. So I just want to share my entire screen, then I can see, then I can inform you about our IGNOU website. All of you can please mute yourself. Just few minutes. After that, we will take up the question. Okay. So this is website. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So this is our IGNOU website. I think all of you must have seen this website. And the most important thing, I just want to inform you that you should always visit this IGNOU website for all the details. And the most important thing is this: the first, second, third, and fourth student services. This page is visible.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Tuition,
Yes,
academic
yes, yes,
cycle
ma'am.
payments, all the information and all the service related to your student support will come under this section. So please always visit this page. And since you are a new student, so I will request all of you to first go to this section, know your status. This is the second last one. In this, you can check your study registration status. Why I am telling you this page will come. You can write down your enter your enrollment number, program, and then verification, and you will get all the details which you have filled up while filling up your admission form. Many times student come up that they have filled the wrong address, or their date of birth is wrong, or anything is wrong. then you have to contact your regional center to rectify it. Then second thing ma'am was telling you about the study material status. Here you, since you all are for July 24 session, so you can just click this page and you can fill up the enrollment number and you can check your status. So all the student who has opt for the hard copy will can see the study material status. Then one important thing ma'am has already told you that your first examination will be in June 25 and the second year will be in June 26. In between that there is a month called March and April. March and April is very important month, since you have to do the second year re-registration to register yourself in the second year. So for that purpose you have to go to the admission, and there is a link, first, second, third, fourth and fifth link. This is the re-registration link. So currently this re-registration link is active for January 2025 session. But you all are enrolled under July 24 session. So your second year will be July 2025 session. So in the month of March or April, this page will change as a re-registration for July 2025 session. So you have to fill your second year registration. Again, the March and April 2025 is important because you have to submit your assignment. So assignment is also the deadline for this. You have to submit before your term and examination. And third important thing you have to fill up your thing is examination form.
Can the
When
others please mute yourselves?
when you are
Whoever.
filling when you have to appear for the examination in June 2025, you have to fill up the examination form. So that portal, that link will come in this examination section. So everything is online. Nobody has to go anywhere except for this website. This website contain all the information related to um, mm, s- your academic cycle, and all the learning resources is also available. And ma'am must have also told you about we have many swayam courses also which you can join, and there are very resources for self learning also. There are so much thing which is already there in the website, and rest of the things we can continue during our sessions also. So this was all from my side. Now ma'am, we can take up a few questions if students is having.
Rita ji, I have a query if you can just clarify.
Yes ma'am.
Uh, Please tell the students which are the exact things for which they will write to RC Delhi 2. Because then, they start writing everything to you.
Yes ma'am.
Yes. So just tell them which are the exact things.
Yes ma'am. Just as I have already informed to all students, we are here for conducting the academic counseling session only. So in weekend there will be academic counseling session that we will be communicating to the all student. And there are a few students who are enrolled under Delhi 2 also.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so those students who are enrolled under Delhi 2, we are going to provide all support services to them, like submission of assignment, for counseling session, for any other query. But for students from other regional centers, like if you are from RC Madurai, if you are from RC Mumbai or any other RC, because there are 183 students, and these 183 students belong to 27 regional center. So today we are catering to 27 students of 27 regional centers from all across the country. So initial for basically for counseling session you have to contact Delhi to only, and for rest of the all the support services, like for submission of assignment, or like I told you, if you want to change anything, you want to change your regional center or any other administrative services, you have to contact your concerned regional center, which you have taken while taking the admission in this MAFL program. So whatever is your parent regional center, they will be helping you in all the administrative services like change of regional center, change of anything do you want. And one more thing I just want to add, examination is across India, and it doesn't matter that in which city you are you belong. For example, if you are from RC Mumbai, and during the days of examination, if you are in if you are in Delhi, so while filling up the examination form, you can select the Delhi regional center. So there is no need to change the regional center. So examination form is irrespective of the regional center. So across the India, you can choose anywhere. In fact, if you are in foreign country also, then we have an international division which can facilitate that thing also. So that provision is also there, but that is very limited thing. But for other purposes across India, you can give examination anywhere. And by any chance, if you have filled examination form in one city, and during the examination you are in other city, then you can get permission to give examination there also, with the permission from that concerned regional center. Okay, so there are lots of flexibility, and ma'am has already told you there is flexibility in terms of timings, like minimum duration is 2 years and maximum duration is 4 years. But here I want to tell you one more thing, that if you want to have a gold medal in this program, every program is have one gold medalist, so who secure maximum marks. So one condition is that you must do everything on time, like you have to submit your assignment on time, you have to submit your re-registration form, I mean second year registration form on time, and you have to complete your program within the time frame. And
So, Ritaji, that means the ones who are finishing MA beyond 2 years cannot get a gold medal, is that?
yes, yes,
So
yes.
please be very clear about that.
And we want that out of these 183 students, one student should get gold medal. This is the prime
Definitely.
condition which is set by the university. So this is one important thing. And this,
Two more things I'd like to kind of bring in again.
yes, ma'am.
As Rita ji has informed you, for most of the things, your own regional centers are responsible. You have to look up your ID cards. Whatever regional center is mentioned, that is your regional center.
iCard
But,
you can,
yeah,
iCard you can download from your Samarth portal. There is no issue. Everything is online now.
and apart from the fact that we have a very supportive, system, please understand that we are handling a huge, huge crowd of students. So
Yes.
sometimes things may not be solved online or emails. So sometimes you might just have to walk. So be prepared for that, and don't think everything happens online. Some things, it's good to go and visit your regional center once in a while, but that is only if it is not solved online or
Yes.
by
Yes,
email.
ma'am.
So be prepared for that as well. Also, another thing, your exam fees is submitted generally before 1 month, 1.5 months before your exams happen. Suppose you have filled in your exam fees for, say, 3 papers, but you have not been able to take, those 3 papers for some reason. You're kind of extending it to the next cycle. That exam fees will not be reimbursed. Once submitted, it's gone. And if you don't appear for your exams, you have to again submit the exam fees next cycle. So submit exam fees only when you're 100% sure that you will be taking those papers. Don't just at random submit money for all papers and then say, oh, I can't do all the papers. So because there's no refunding. This I'm making very clear right now. Okay? Yes. I'm open to questions now.
Excuse me, Mohammedan.
Oui,
Madame, le WhatsApp groupe ne marche pas parce que il a dit c'est déjà il y a beaucoup de participants. On ne peut pas
je vais,
participer
non,
maintenant.
je vais voir. Il faut vérifier votre email. Vous envoyer les liens. Je vais voir.
Ok, madame, pas de problème. Oui.
Yeah,
Yes.
Charu Taneja, do you want to ask question?
Yes, ma'am. I had written in the chat as well. I am moving to China, that is Beijing. I had written a mail also. As you had mentioned something about international, you have some international provision also. So, will I be able to give exams online or, I mean, in Beijing, in China? Will it be possible? When I had applied for MA French, there were no as such plans. So,
This is something, Charu, I'll have to confirm with the international division. I did respond to you saying,
yes, ma'am.
as
Yes,
of
ma'am.
now, we don't have the facility, but maybe because this has to be handled by the ID, that's the international division, I will get back to you on this in the coming week, hopefully.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your consideration.
Yes. And a kind request, whoever is asking me a question, can you please switch on your camera? At least let me see who's asking.
Madam,
Yes?
good afternoon. I'm Ramakant Sharma.
Yes.
Actually, unfortunately, I missed 30 minutes lecture. Actually, my father is in ICU, so I rushed from hospital. So I got late, so I couldn't hear the 30 minutes lecture I missed. So will you please tell me when will be the classes and what all? You can just summarize. I will understand,
Rita
please.
ji, have you recorded today's session?
Yes, ma'am, we have recorded the session. We
Okay.
will share the recording to all the students.
So
Okay,
that,
madam.
that
Okay.
goes with
Yeah,
whatever you've missed. You can look at the recordings.
yes, madam.
Wish
Thank
your
you so much.
father a speedy recovery. Take care of your father. You see, we have huge number of kinds of students. Let me tell you,
Yes.
it's a very nice experience. My first batch, my oldest student was 72 years old, a lady who restarted her studies after so long. And the
Even
youngest was 22. So we
even
have a
madam,
wonderful mix of
even
students.
I am 53 years old.
Fantastic. Most
So,
welcome.
and I have written books for French, DELF B2 level, up to DELF B2, A1, A2, B1, B2 level.
Excellent.
And I want to complete my master degree. So actually, I have done doctorate degree in physics also. But
Okay.
apart from that, I am very much interested in French. So that is why I restarted studying. I was working as a professor, but I left that job and I came in the field of French. So I am
That's very
freelancer
nice. In fact,
and
I have a wonderful mix of different. The first batch had a teacher who is presently the head of the Department of English in West Bengal, one of the universities, and he's
very,
after. So we have a
very
huge number of students who are teachers to more students in French across the country. So I guess I have a very enlightened group of learners with me. So welcome all of you.
thank you. Thank you so much, madam.
Yes, please. Anybody else?
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes. Who's there?
Like, ma'am, can
Oui,
you?
voilà.
Good evening, ma'am. Like, I was just having a doubt whether the exams will be held online or offline.
Everything offline, in person, with
In
pen and paper.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Then, like, I'm residing in Bangalore and I'm working as a part-time teacher
Okay.
for French. And just I wanted to complete my master's, so I have joined in this. Now, like in Bangalore, like will I know whom to contact or the teacher, like whom to approach? Like how will I know them, ma'am?
You get all your teachers and counselors online who connect with you on the weekend classes.
Okay.
Apart from that, it's largely self-learning. You have your materials, you'll have your audio lectures, you'll have your video lectures at times. You can connect with me. Uh, that's it. The teaching is strictly limited to headquarters Delhi. The rest you have remote access. For example, a particular teacher who has handled civilisation française with you. You want to connect to that teacher. You ask me, I'll give you the links. You can connect to that teacher. But physically in Bangalore, we may not have a teacher from Ignore to assist. So,
Thank you. Thank you so much. Merci, madam.
okay. Anybody else?
Good
Bon
afternoon.
après-midi, madame.
Bon après-midi.
Ok, après vous, Momita, après vous.
Oui, il y a tant de questions. Oui, vous avez beaucoup attendu. Allez-y. Yes.
Oui, bon après-midi, madame. Où je peux prendre le matériel pour les étudier?
Je vais vous envoyer la version numérique. We're going to send you the soft copy right after this meeting. And for the hard copies, la version papier, it's again that material production, the print division, which will send you. And I repeat, for God's sake, that is not SOFL's responsibility. I'll give you the email address of that unit. You can keep writing to them. I'll give you the soft copy. For the rest, you can keep writing to the print division. Okay? Yes.
Merci, madame.
You will have access to everything in soft.
Okay.
Yeah, good evening, ma'am. This is Momita. Ma'am, I wanted to know the examination center. I'm little doubtful. I'm residing in Bangalore, and in my ID, what is written, it's 1300. It is not clear to me. Like there is no proper address or anything. How to get a clarification? Where would be my examination center? And
Actually, ma'am, can I answer?
Yeah. Please,
Yeah.
Rita, it's your.
1300 is basically the in every regional center there is one study center. So for that they have given the code like 1300. For any regional center Delhi 2 they have given 2900. So basically your regional center is your study center. But I just told you few minutes before that examination center is something else. When you are filling the examination form, you are free to choose any examination center across India. So it
And
does
by
not.
that, she means you're free to choose the city.
Yeah,
Within
city.
the city, what is allotted is the university's job.
Yes.
Yes.
So if you
so
want to
that
give
is
examination, during the
exam
examination, filling
form
up the
fill up.
examination
Okay.
form. Yes.
Sure, ma'am. Yeah, thank you so much for the information.
Merci beaucoup, madame. Est-ce que je peux commencer, madame?
Oui.
Bon
Allez-y.
après-midi. Bon après-midi, madame.
Bon après-midi, oui, allez-y.
Madame, pardon mon français si ça ne va pas bien. Mais premièrement, je voudrais vous remercier, je ne sais pas comment, parce que pour moi, c'est comme un miracle. C'est comme un miracle. Je ne peux pas m'exprimer, madame. I won't be able to express myself because for someone who has been looking for something like that, I was just like praying to God that if there is any masters in India technology, c'est comme un miracle pour moi, madame. Doing masters and that too from a day when when I started thinking that I would not be able to pursue my studies after having done my advanced diploma from Delhi University. I got married and we got shifted to Prayagraj because of my husband's job. So you won't believe it, ma'am. It's a miracle. Je le dis parce que some months back only we got shifted to Prayagraj. And when I entered Prayagraj, that is quite nearby to Banaras. That is my regional center, not quite distance from Prayagraj. I came to know that IGNOU is introducing MAFL. So that's why I say it's like a miracle for me, ma'am.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm a French lover, ma'am. I have done my advanced diploma from Delhi University. Though I had to quit my job, and I'm not saying that I have quit my studies as well, mais toujours j'étudie la langue française, toujours. Il n'y a un seul jour que j'arrête mes études de français. Chaque jour je lis, chaque jour j'écoute, j'essaie de se connecter avec cette langue. So c'est pourquoi je dis que c'est comme un miracle pour moi, madame. And with a teacher like you, ma'am, the time when I saw you, I was just impressed that yes, she is the one who they're looking for. So yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
well, what
Thank
can
you
I
a lot.
say? I graciously accept your wishes.
I can't
Jules and
tell you,
Phil.
ma'am, matlab, what French is to me and what my French teachers are to me, because it's not just a study for me. It's something else for me. I'm deeply connected with this language, with the culture of France, with the history of France. I love to learn this language. Uh, I started my studies, ma'am, in 2007.
Okay,
2007 से अब तक I am just reading and studying, and I've been a very good student in French. But I got married. I had to leave my job. I was working as a French translator at IBM, and I worked with Canadian embassy also because of this language only. So मैं मेरे लिए तो ये ऐसा है कि जैसे मेरा सपना सच हो गया.
that's very kind of you. Je vous remercie pour les gentils mots. I do understand absolutely how our initiative at IGNU has not only started a program, it's a bigger venture. It has
जी मैम,
transformed lives. It
वही
has
मैडम,
changed lives
वही
because
मैडम.
people, the funny thing and the good thing about foreign languages is you do get very high paying jobs even after an advanced diploma or a
वही
graduation,
मैडम,
but
वही
people
मैडम.
want to study beyond. They
वही
want
मैडम, वही
more
मैडम.
degrees.
Exaggeration.
So what do
वही
they
मैडम.
do? And the jobs are very well paying, All our students are very well paid. They're
Well paid.
already
वही मैडम.
working, but they also want to study. So this is
वही
where
मैडम.
we come in.
वही
And
मैडम.
I always tell my students they are stronger than the rest of the lot because the others are only students. My students are family people, my students are professionals, and they are students also. So you all are very special for me. And I so hope this program is able to deliver all that you have hoped for and wanted. There's a lot of effort from your end, and I do expect you, like you said, you study a lot, you read a lot, you
वही मैडम.
listen a lot. So do ensure that your presence is there for the weekend classes because that's where you
वही मैडम.
actually
वही
come,
मैडम.
one to one with your teacher, mentors, and clarify everything. Uh, well,
For
this
sure.
is another thing I must clarify here. In all honesty, your weekend classes are not mandatory. I'm being very honest. I could have told you they are mandatory. They're not mandatory. This is the responsible flexibility IGNU gives you. It doesn't give you flexibility so that you can fool around. It gives you flexibility so that you can look at other responsibilities and study also. So don't think that they are not
वही मैडम.
mandatory. Why should I go? You lose. Because if you
वही
ask
मैडम.
your
वही मैडम.
seniors, you're getting excellent teachers from across the country. We collaborate
वही
with
मैडम.
other universities. Superb teachers come, and you will realize how well this is going. Oh yes, one thing for all of you I forgot to mention. I don't know how many of you are interested in going ahead in the teaching profession at the universities. You are well aware that the UGC NET exam is mandatory. Now, this program has been specially devised, keeping the syllabus of the UGC NET in front.
वही मैडम. वही
And
मैडम.
after doing your master's from here, you are absolutely eligible and competent to write your UGC NET exam if in future you wish to join a university and you require the NET. This degree is equivalent and equally recognized as any other university. This I must tell.
Oui, madame.
Yes,
Oui,
yes,
madame.
yes.
Merci, merci beaucoup, madame, pour répondre à
Madame,
mes questions. Merci
sur le
beaucoup.
même, je suis désolée, je vous entrer. Mais sur le même, madame, j'ai entendu que le degré de aimer à IGNO, quand je fais à IGNO, ce n'est pas la valeur. J'ai entendu
Really?
avec de plusieurs personnes, il a dit comme ça, non? Est-ce que c'est vrai ou faux? Je pense que c'est une fausse information parce que pourquoi IGNO a commencé ce type de cours qui n'a pas la valeur?
Tout d'abord, on a bien clarifié que IGNU, ça reste une université centrale.
Oui, oui, madame, oui.
L'université centrale, c'est égal aux autres universités centrales. JNU, DU. Et si vous avez accepté les diplômes de ces universités, c'est le même chez nous. You know who's the visitor or the chancellor as in state universities? The visitor of IGNO is the president of India. Now, if you want to ask if the president of India, an institution that she is the chancellor of, if that is valid, I have nothing to say.
Oui,
There are people
madame,
who don't
c'est
understand.
bizarre pour moi aussi quand j'ai entendu ce type d'information.
C'est une question bien bizarre, j'accepte.
Oui, oui, madame. Et aussi mes amis, je ne peux pas croire, non, croire cette information. Alors, j'ai demandé, désolé pour ça, mais juste pour vérifier les choses comme ça, non? C'est vrai ou faux?
No, I don't even think this question merits a response because, this is so weird. Just because the mode of delivery is in distance, why the degree shouldn't be accommodated? I mean, it's perfectly valid. In fact, I mean, offhand, let me tell you, the head of the department of Jamia Millia Islamia
Oui.
in Delhi, which is a central university, the head of the department has been my PhD student. So, not only MA mute mics. Not only MA French, but our PhD programs are also doing wonderfully. We have people from France come here and done their PhD with us. The head of the department of Jamia Millia Islamia, she has been my student. She has done a PhD with me. And she's teaching in Jamia Millia Islamia. It's just that, we do things differently, but doesn't mean they're not valid.
Oui, madame, merci beaucoup pour l'information. Madame, j'ai travaillé avec l'université d'Amity. C'est grâce à quand j'ai étudié la langue française, j'ai fait mes études à l'Alliance française à Chandigarh. Mais grâce à cette langue, je travaille maintenant à l'université d'Amity à Mohali. Madame, je suis remerciée encore. L'université d'Igno a donné moi la chance de étudier la langue à la distance. Parce
Je vous en
que,
prie.
oui,
I'm just telling you this.
yes,
For
madame.
other universities, c'est un diplôme. Ici, on transforme des vies. It's transformational. The
Oui,
way
madame.
people have accommodated work, family, and studies
Oui,
is
madame.
of a social revolution.
Oui, madame. Oui,
I'm very
exactement.
happy we've been able to do that.
Oui.
We are
I
just
have a quick
partners.
question.
Together we move.
Okay.
Any other friends?
Yes, ma'am. I'm waiting. Actually, good morning from Canada, everyone. I woke up at 3 o'clock to attend this meeting.
Très bien.
Well, I must be also your oldest student because I'm 63 years old.
Fantastic.
I Canada. In fact, I would, like you said, that yes, I have been working as a French teacher for a long time in international schools, and also in Canada, I worked in a French immersion school. So, besides the point, I have a quick question, ma'am. Let's say I do visit India a couple of times a year, but and I will be giving all my exams in June. But in case for submission of assignment, can I also send a PDF, like handwritten and PDF copy? Can it be uploaded online for assignments, please?
Regarding assignments, please note the following. Assignment submission dates are mentioned in your program guide as well as they are constantly flashed on the home page. It's normally 30th March for your 30th March for the June session and September 30th for the July session. So those dates are constantly flashed on the homepage. I will also be forwarding you the program guide after this meeting on your WhatsApp group. You can read through that. There are fixed days. You have to submit your assignments on the stipulated dates. The assignments have to be handwritten, number one, handwritten, and then if you want to send by post, you scan it, send the hard copy by post, or if the regional center, your respective regional center has, uploaded the link, you can send it through the link.
Okay, thank you so much.
But please remember, all assignments are handwritten. They're not typed. Okay.
Yes, thank you for answering that.
Hello, hello, ma'am. I have a quick question.
Yes.
Um, I hope all is well. So I have this
Oh,
question. Can we not a question actually, it's a request. If we can have a WhatsApp group or any Telegram group or anything where all the students of this MFAL thing can be connected and have their doubts cleared, right? Regarding on assignments, projects, examination dates and everything. Or maybe if we have or any online classes or offline classes. So we will be getting updates there. So if that's possible.
when did you join today's meeting?
I'm so sorry, I joined very late. I have a baby, so yeah.
Oh, yeah. That shows, because since the beginning, I have been harping on this, that right after this meeting, you would have, or maybe you have already received the links to join the WhatsApp group.
Oh, I'm so
We have
sorry.
a dedicated WhatsApp group for
I'm so
every batch.
sorry.
And that little WhatsApp group becomes the family for that batch.
Okay.
Very extensive communication all day long. So don't be worried. That's there.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I have a baby, so I was very, occupied there. I'm really sorry I joined very late.
So you see, we have mothers, we have grandmothers, we have young students, we have all kinds of students, and what a wonderful way to interact, and we all grow together. So
Yeah,
very warm welcome to all of you once again.
I
If
think.
there's anything else you'd like to clarify.
Thanks so
Sorry.
much. Yeah.
Bonsoir, madame.
Bonsoir.
Um, I am sorry again. I joined late because I had my B2 exam today. I
Ah,
just came back and I so joined the meeting at 4. Again, the same question for the WhatsApp meeting. I'll receive a link after this meeting on email for the
you
WhatsApp
would have
group.
already gotten the email. I think my office
I
staff is handling that. So yes, maybe.
Okay, all right. Okay,
Bonsoir,
one more
madame.
question for okay, just one more question. Just that we have just one exam by the end of the year. For example, I joined in July. I registered in July, so I have an exam in June. That's it. No other exam, right?
The final exams is only once a year. That's called the TEE, term end exam. But in between, for the continuous evaluation, you have your assignments, for which I told you the dates will be given. You have to submit your assignments. And another very important thing, if you want to do, for example, you're doing your course on civilisation, and you intend to do that course for your final exam, it is important, in fact, mandatory, that you should have submitted your assignment. If you have not submitted your assignment for that particular course, you cannot appear for your end term exams.
Okay.
Please remember that clearly. So assignment comes first, and then, in fact, you're asked to tick during your final exam the pro forma that you fill in. Have you submitted assignments? If it's a no, your thing will not be accepted for the end terms. So keep
Okay.
that in.
Okay. Merci beaucoup, madame. Merci.
Bonsoir,
Ma'am,
madame. Une question.
Yeah.
Yes, madam. So I did receive the mail of the WhatsApp group, but it says it's like kind of full. So I'm not able to join, and I can find in the chat group, I mean, in the chat box, there are so many others friends as well who are not able to join. So
I
can you
will look
please
into
help
the
me?
matter. I will look into the, because in fact, when I'm with you, my office staff is handling that bit. So maybe there's some glitch on the other end. But by tonight, I think every one of you should be on that group.
Okay, fine, madam. Thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Yeah. Nice.
Bonsoir, madame.
Yes,
Euh, En fait, je voulais demander à propos des horaires de cours pendant le week-end. Est-ce qu'elles seront fixées? Comme ça, on peut gérer notre emploi de temps.
on change tout le temps.
Ok,
Ça dépend de votre convenance. On vous demande si c'est possible. On demande aussi le professeur qui est là.
ok.
Alors, cette fois, ça serait à partir de 16h jusqu'à 16h, oui, je ne suis pas sûre. Je vais vérifier, mais ça change tout le temps.
Ok, donc ça dépend de la majorité de personnes qui sont disponibles à cette heure.
Aussi la convenance des professeurs, c'est pas toujours
Bien sûr,
exactement.
bien sûr.
You know, there's a very beautiful thing in IGNO. We don't call our students, we call them learners.
Yes.
You know why? Because learners have a bigger responsibility. They don't fool around. They know they have to do that, and they have to do various other things, so they do things on time, and they take the responsibility. C'est pourquoi vous êtes des apprenants et pas des étudiants.
Merci beaucoup. Et c'était un vrai plaisir de vous rencontrer finalement.
Plaisir partagé, ma chère.
Enchantée. Merci.
Yes, please. Anything else?
Bonjour madame, vous
Bonjour.
m'entendez?
Oui, je vous entends.
Oui,
Je vous
c'est
vois
un...
pas.
pardon?
Je vous vois pas, je vous
Oh,
entends.
je m'excuse. Maintenant, j'ai allumé la vidéo, mais je sais pas, il y a un problème de
Oui, je vous
connectivité.
vois. Je vois, vous appelez comment?
Je m'appelle Prakash.
Oui, je vous vois. Allez-y.
Merci. C'est un plaisir d'être ici. En fait, je veux savoir plus concernant les cours pendant le week-end. Is it like you will teach like the course will be, the classes will be like you will be going with the exam format, or how it will be? Like you said, it will be like interactive sessions.
You see, when you look at your study materials, you'll find the material has been devised in a way that there are questions inserted in the material as well. So you get a fair idea of the way they are asked in your end-term exams. End-term exams are largely subjective, long answer types. But all this you'll get a fair idea and practice during your contact sessions. We'll tell you in advance. But the interactive sessions, I repeat, do not expect it to be a spoon-feeding session.
Understood.
Everyone has to kind of read up. I'll tell you, okay, you're going to read up chapters 2 and 3 and come. And preferably even note down your, queries and your doubts so that you can save time. And there are so many of, imagine nearly 200 of you sitting, and the teacher has to cater to all doubts, queries. But that's a wonderful time for interaction as well that I have noted. That's why I say, il y a une très grande responsabilité avec nos apprenants. J'espère.
And also, like, being this is a new course, like if you want to verify the previous year like question papers or something, like you will provide
That
us.
will get uploaded. I shall inform the division. Actually, in IGNU has a lot of divisions, evaluation division, the print division. So I will tell them to upload the earlier questions so you have a fair idea of how one goes about it.
And also, like, one last thing, like for many other courses like MA Political Science, they can enroll for UGC NET exam during the course itself, like within 4th semester or something. But for French, we have to complete 2 years, right? After that only we can enroll for.
I mean, it's the same for all subjects. If you have managed to complete all courses, you can sure enroll. But I think it's slightly what I have been told by other learners, you see. They said because most of them were working and this was a rather heavy course. So they said we didn't risk, registering for the NET exams right in the second year. So they took time to. That's totally your discretion. I'll leave it up to you.
Merci pour la clarification, madame.
Bonjour madame. Je voulais demander quel type de soutien à l'insertion professionnelle, placement est offert par IGNU et quelles sont les opportunités?
As of now, placement services are limited to, the basic ones, the certificate course, the diploma courses. But for MA courses, we haven't really looked at placements per se because the ones who do advanced degrees, as I told you, 90% of my students are already employed. In fact, the ones who come to do MA with us, they are interested in pursuing higher studies, a lot of them wanting to do a PhD or, go in for some research program. Because jobs per se, for doing a job, you just need an advanced diploma that will get you a job. So for MA French people, they are more into research and teaching, if you wish. And for university teaching, you need a net. So for that, I'd always tell you to kind of go
Parce
ahead with.
que c'est parce que la plupart des apprenants ont déjà le diplôme de d'ELF-B2.
Voilà,
Donc
c'est ça.
ça suffit dans la plupart des cas, non? Ouais. D'accord. Merci,
Because,
madame.
whoever is coming to do an MA with us would definitely have had a B2 or, an undergraduate degree in French. So by that, somebody wants to join the hospitality industry, you want to join the hotels or, tourism agency, you can do that easily with B2. But after doing advanced degrees, I think people get a little more ambitious and it's good to dream higher. So, well, I do have a lot of hopes from my students. A lot of my students are already applying, ahead. Some of them wanting to come for PhD here itself, someone wanting to go abroad, someone wanting to write the NET exams. But frankly speaking, this placement business is limited to our certificate and diploma levels. And I am imagining all of you are kind of beyond that.
Oui, merci, madame. Merci.
Another thing I'm clarifying right now, I'll be sending you the course material. All your study material, c'est en français, mais il y a deux cours, Introduction to Linguistics et Research Methodology. These are in English. Two reasons why. Parce que Introduction à la linguistique, c'est un peu plus complexe, un peu plus compliqué, number one. Also because our other foreign language students, the masters, they share this course. So someone doing Spanish or Russian or Arabic, they also, take these materials. So we have that in English. There's also an introduction to research methodology that's also in English. So when I say it's in English, it means that your contact classes lectures are also in English. The exams that you would write for these two courses will also be in English. But the rest of the courses, c'est tout à fait en français. So, well, that's about it. Well, Ritaji, I think most of them are done with their queries. If there's something else.
Oui, madame. Oui, madame.
Ça suffit?
Oui, madame.
This weekend from 4 to 6. Okay, and I'm going to send you all the material. You are supposed to read whatever I send you instructions with. And come after reading to the class. Don't come blank.
Yeah, ma'am, one more thing. There's a link to join the WhatsApp group, but there is no space there to join. It says it's full. So what do we do now?
I am just going to look into it. That's, my office is handling today. And I don't know, it's a day of technical glitches. My computer went off. I don't know what's happening here. So anyway, don't worry. We'll get it sorted out in.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Excusez-moi, madame, je n'ai pas reçu votre mail de WhatsApp group. Non, pas encore.
Madame, moi non plus. Moi non plus.
Moi non plus.
Wow,
The
same with me. Est-ce que vous avez déjà partagé le mail?
Guys, the link is in the chat. The link is in the chat.
Can someone please
Yes,
send
have
it
a look in the
again?
chat.
Okay.
Just go through the chat. You will find the link. The link is
No,
right
I
there.
joined a little late, so I can't find it. But if someone can
Yeah,
send it again,
there is no need for the link right now because there is no space. They will they'll sort it out, and then I think they will share through email.
Okay.
Just relax, everyone.
In
Sorry
case
for
of any further
misconfusion.
queries,
No.
mute your mics. Mute your mics. Somebody
Oui, oui,
mute your
madame,
mic.
oui.
I just say my official email address is. I don't know. Maybe the website is still under updations, causing a lot of crisis. You can maybe take my email address and write to me if you have any further queries. We'll sort that out. It's DEEPA Deepa and then N for Nagpur Deepan @ignu.ac.in.
I have mentioned in the chat box also. You
Yes,
can.
please. Thank you, Ritaji. Thank you so much. Please take my email address, and for any further queries, I'm open to it. And once we get together on WhatsApp, I think things would be easier and more.
So happy and so excited to join the classes, ma'am. And we'll always be very honest and available, and we'll put our, hard work, because we know how we are coming to do these classes and how much efforts we are putting, leaving everything beside. And so
Actually,
happy.
no, not
Yes, ma'am.
really, not leaving everything behind. IGNU lets
Mm.
you do
Mm.
everything together.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Excuse me, madame,
Yes, yes.
j'ai quelque chose à vous montrer. Ce sont mes livres que j'ai viens de recevoir mes livres d'Ignou.
ah bon, c'est well. Quel
Je
livre,
viens de recevoir.
which course, which courses rather? Oh my dear, the print division has really been on time this time.
Ma'am, yes, I also received it like
L1.
3 weeks back.
Oh, brilliant. So, which are the
I
courses
received
that
it.
you received?
Yes, ma'am,
I'll
me
just tell
too.
you.
I have
Madame,
received
j'ai aussi reçu le
total
livre,
5
mais
books.
il y a seulement 5 livres. Il n'y a pas
Yeah, you
tous les
get it
6
at the
lignes,
moment
mais
for first year only. So there'll be 5 booklets. One is project. We'll talk about the project in your weekend classes. 5 courses. So if you have received 5 books, that is the total of your first year course. I'm also going to share the
Okay, ma'am.
soft copy of all this.
Yes, ma'am. We have received
One more
5
thing,
books.
ma'am, we'll have like one class for each course, like how it is going to happen, like how many classes we'll have.
I will tell you how we split
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
No rocket science there. So don't worry.
Okay, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Rita ji, I think we can wind up the meeting now, please. Do you have?
Yes, ma'am. Now, at the end of the meeting, I will request my dear friend, Miss Ruby Nagar, to express vote of thanks. Miss Ruby, please unmute yourself.
Yes, thanks a lot, ma'am. Being assistant coordinator of IGNU RC Delhi 2, I deemed it as a great honor and privilege to thank all the participants for such a wonderful interactive session. My special regards to the Dr. Dipanvita ma'am for her usual insights to guide the students for the overview and beginning of this program. And I assure a warm welcome to all the students who are the backbone for this university. Simultaneously, at the end, I would like to thank whole the team of RC Delhi too for their guidance and supervision for this program. A senior regional director, Dr. Manorma Singh, our assistant regional director, Dr. Rita ma'am, Dr. Shiny ma'am, and Dr. Meena ma'am. And I am looking forward for the insightful beginning of this program.
Thank you,
And
Ruby ji. And you're quite the spine of our program because every
yes,
weekend she's the one who manages the links. So
yes,
she's
yes.
quite the base of all our interactions. So thank you very much, Ruby ji.
Yeah. Thanks, ma'am, a lot, and all the participants who gather here for such a wonderful session. And I'm sure that all the classes they had, they learned so much and had a wonderful experience at this program.
Thank you. My very warm thanks to our C2 team, the entire team, Rita ji, Dr. Manorma Singh, Ruby ji, all of you. Thanks a ton. And
Thank you.
we
Thank you,
shall
ma'am.
be connected. Thanks so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am, for
Thank you.
patient,
Merci beaucoup.
almost
Merci
Merci,
beaucoup.
madame.
the work.
Merci,
Merci,
madame.
madame. Merci.
Bonne journée à vous tous.
Merci,
Thank you
madame.
so much,
Merci, madame.
everyone.
Merci
Thank
beaucoup.
you.
Merci beaucoup,
À
madame.
Au revoir,
bientôt.
samedi.
Merci.
On se voit samedi.
Bonne journée à tous.
Bonne journée à vous tous.